Imagine being able to tell a client, in all honesty, how much money they would make using your product. Now that's the goal. So how do we do that? The first thing to understand is that in people's minds there is very little measurement of value. It's just an impression. So as a salesperson, our job is to really help the client understand what they should be measuring and what the measurement value is. So for example, you may be recruiting, you may be selling recruitment. Now the value of your service will be in very many areas. It isn't just about the fact that you're recruiting someone, you're saving someone time, you're saving them opportunity cost, you're speeding up the process of business, and you're making it enjoyable. There are so many minor areas where, put together, a whole value sequence can be established. So it's important that we try and get the buyer to assess the value by asking them about those measurements. So when we say to someone, how much time would that save you? The next question should be, and what's that worth to you? How much money does that represent? Now, people feel uncomfortable with these kind of questions, but no one minds giving the answers. What they'll say is, I don't really know. Now, if we can now have that discussion, we can start to put figures together. And when we do that, we do something no salesperson does. We get the buyer to really evaluate the true value of what we're selling. So asking people about what that costs, what the value is of efficiency and what efficiency means, enables us to, together with the buyer, work to collaborate to understand the value of what the solution is. Do you know, we worked with one company, a very large corporate recently, and we sat in a meeting where we were talking about delivering some coaching. And the client, through our questioning, came out with a figure that the value of what we were selling was £5 million. Now, of course, when they realised it was £5 million, we were glued to each other because we were the only company that had that discussion with them. Now, other companies came and went and they pitched. We knew we were in a competitive pitch and we knew that they used the word value, but no one could get the buyer to understand what the buyer meant by value. But we did, and we won the contract. The same opportunity is with you. So remember this, if you want to understand the value of your product, get the buyer to tell you by asking some simple questions. Do you measure? If you do, what's it worth? And what's the difference between what you've got now and what you really want? What's that worth? And what would that be worth over time? They're the killer questions that will lead to a value discussion. And remember, it's a discussion for the client's benefit to help them buy what they should be buying.